All right, June 8th, 2023, 6:17 a.m. in the morning. Let's take a look at yesterday's action from the watch list that was posted. A lot of good day trades in this thing. This is one that I was in yesterday, AA. You can see how AA is trying to bounce off this area right here. And then this was previous high above the 10. And once we got above this right here, it triggered 2-2. So I got into this trade and then ended up getting out right around here at the second target. And then I'm glad I did because look at what it did. It pulled right back. Apple pulled back yesterday along with the rest of the cues. Affirm got some kind of news, and this is one that we were watching together in the group. And basically, it's set up nicely on the 65. If we look at this, and you can see how we went mother bar and down. I told the guys I was going to take it right here, and I did that and caught a really nice back or move back down to the 65, and that's where I got out. If you're still holding this one, it looks like it might be bouncing a little bit, but nonetheless, that is what I did, and it was a good trade. AMD pulled back two, nice 3 bar. We'll see what happens with that. Amazon, same thing, wiped out 3 days worth of gains right here. And I think the first hour is how fast they pulled this back. Activision, I was long in, and I had my stop right here, and I got stopped out, and then it bounced. And that happens with trading. You got to be okay with that. For those of you who have a tolerance for a little more excitement, you could have left this alone and just traded this in the regards of if it closed below the 10, you'd get out. I need to work on that and develop that a little bit more. But again, when you're in this at 81 and you're pulling back, $2 move is kind of hard to sit through at times. But you can do it. I teach it and preach it, and maybe I need to do that a little bit better because one of the ETFs that we trade a lot is TQQQ, and we always say above the 10 and in, and look at how you can catch a nice run here with just that strategy alone, and you'd still be in this because it's above the 10. But nonetheless, that's something I need to work on. As a trader, you're always working on your strengths and trying to identify where you need to improve, and that is an area I need to improve on. Cisco is still holding the 10. Carvana looks like we did the 2-2 reversal here, so let's see if we can get back up into this 17 area, possibly run to the 20. It still looks good. DraftKings hit resistance and pull back immediately. DXCM, this is one that triggered right here, and I missed this one. But look at the move in this thing. 2-2, and it just went. eBay tried to go higher, pull back like a lot of them. Ford is on a mission. Ford wants to get back up here to 1393. If you're in this one, I am still in this one long, not only in my account but in my wife's account. It's doing well. It really looks like it wants to come back up through here. This is your previous trend. If you guys believe in trend lines, right there, and you can see that we just smoked this thing. And so maybe this is the start of a nice run for Ford. This is the kind of stuff you got to look at. Has earnings coming up in a couple months too, and it seems like cars are a pretty hot topic. We'll see what happens. Fortinet did the 2-2 reversal and sold off. Hertz ran to target right here. Nice trade. Took the money the day before. Should have waited until it hit 17, but it was a matter of 5 cents for me. IBM did the 2-2 reversal here. Hit my target, previous high. KIND pulled back. Cheaper stock. Did short this one. Really didn't move a whole lot, but I mean, that's not the point. The point is that you train yourself to take these trades. KO, one short KO, and got out by the end of the day. Just wasn't moving. MS, nice move. Financials were strong. Nike tried to get back up and reclaim the 10 here, and now we're set up for 2-2 reversal. Let's see where we are. Uh, we're gapping up a little bit. I like Nike back down to here. And I will set an alert right there to take Nike if and when it gets below that range right there, and not until then. Everything else here is just noise to me. This is done. Uh, would like to see it try to get above this 10 again and then fail and then run back. So if you do short this, I mean, you're looking for a short in this area, so you can set another alert as well. So maybe Nike. NOV, I took this one and we triggered right here. I took the money by the end of the day just to lock it in. And then I liked how we were closing, so I got back in, and I will try to trade this up to here as long as it's still healthy. I will stay in this one. Looks good. I like how we're bouncing off of this level right here. Open, open setup for 2-2 reversal. I did short this one yesterday as well. Didn't make a ton on it, but again, just trying to train my mind to take the trade as I see it, whether it's $100 or $2 stock. Palo Alto, we talked about this one. This was inside and down, and boy, did they smoke this one to the downside. PLTR, for those of you who chase this, you're going to learn. Don't chase. This was extended, and for those of you who traded it to the upside and almost got it to target 1740 before it sold off, congratulations. This is one of the reasons, guys, that I believe in getting off the bus just a little early, especially when you have an extended run like this. If you pull this back on a 2-year, you can see right here that we almost got to this level right there, and then it just sold off. This is what it looks like on a 65, and this right here should have just screamed get out once we cut right back through here. This was a nice trade down. Let's see. Roku. Yeah, I was telling my wife about this one. A little pissed at this one. Simply because I apparently missed setting an alert on this. But it looks like we're going to possibly gap back up. And I would love to see a follow through day on this thing, the 76.52. They're buying Roku right now, all time frames. So keep an eye on Roku. I've been in this one for quite a while, and normally you guys know that once I get a candle like this, I love to sell in the strength and then leave a few runners. I may do that this morning regardless. We'll see what happens. Starbucks shorted this one, didn't do anything, got out of it. If they're not moving, you got to get out of these things because our market is still moving pretty good. Schwab hit target. That's a close enough target for me. Silver tried to go and then it reversed. And now we're trying to gap back up into this area right here. This is a good example of above the 10, and you just got to learn how to sit through a candle like this because it could reverse and go back up. It could be the shakeout before going back up. We'll see what happens. SoFi, this one is still moving well. Still want to see this get back up in this 824 area. I am still holding shares on this, but if we cut below here or we come back in test this 10, I will get out. This trade could be a loser for me. but I've locked in some nice gains along the way with SoFi. T T got some news yesterday, and we continue to reverse. We filled the gap here. We're above the 10. This is a good one too to try to train yourself. If it's above the 10, stay in. Uh, just keep in mind right now you're chasing a 222 continuation, and so you want to see this thing set up somewhere along the line before you try to trade this back up into the trend line or into this gap fill even. And T looks like it really wants to reverse here. You've got earnings coming up on the 20th, and yeah, they weren't willing to let it go back down to here. That's not to say that they won't, but normally what I'll do, I'll move my resistance line right here, and I'll just trade in between this range now. Walmart, we did 2-2. We'll see what happens with that. And then XLF, this is one we talked about in the group, and some of us took it. I took it and I got out. Others got in and are still in it, but this thing looks like it wants to go to target here to 33.43, and that is it. I hope you guys are starting to see the big picture on all this, and if you have any questions, I will see you in the Discord.